Hey everyone, this is Jem from TechRise. I'm so happy to have my Xbox Series X. I got it on the release day, I pre-ordered it. We are going to do a quick unboxing video. We have seen it before on YouTube, but this is for my own pleasure, so let's get started. And here is Xbox Series X. I think it's presented in the best way possible. Let's take it out. I must say it's quite heavy. And what you get here is quick start guide. First, I thought it's like a 3 months of Game Pass, but sadly there is nothing like this. It's suggesting you to download the new Xbox app for Android and iOS. I also strongly suggested it because it's really much better than before. And you can also stream your games with this app. So let's also put it aside. And there is the other part of the box that you will see power cable. Thanks God that the days that we had a separate power brick is over with, of course, Xbox One S and One X. What's the same, but I'm quite happy every time I see it. So this is the HDMI cable, but this is quite important because you know that the console supports up to 8K. So this cable supports this kind of speed, so it's quite important that you are going to keep it all the time with your console. Finally, we have our new controller, right? Let's first put this. There is also this manual. The presentation of the console itself and the quality of the box, if you really care about it, it's really top level. Let's focus on our new gamepad. This is actually Xbox One gamepad, basically, with some improvements. So the most noticeable one is the D-pad and the share button. You know, before we used to double click the Xbox button there to take screenshots or record to game clip, but now we will use this share button. Also the D-pad. Actually, I like it more. It's much more clicky and responsive if you can hear it already. You know, maybe it's just because the gamepad is new, but I think it's feeling quite good. And the backside is more textured actually. Yeah. So I like it a lot. It's not a shiny one. I think it's even more matte than before. You know, it's not a shiny controller at all. You can see it in detail now. But I think I'm quite happy with this gamepad, really. If it's working, there is no need to change it. The only difference is that to charge it, you need to use USB-C from now on. So the old one was USB micro. So you need to get a cable if you are using the battery pack for it. And of course, still it's using batteries. Batteries actually are in this package. Yeah. I think it's much more flexible to have the option that you can use just a rechargeable battery pack, or you can use batteries, because then if your battery dies, you can just swap it instead of just plugging and cable, you know. I think it's much easier. So I think there is nothing else, and let's power our dreams. We'll take this aside. Really nice black package. I've seen Xbox Series S. The package was white. I think it's quite fitting. And this is black, and oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy, really. I'm so happy about it. Throw this away. Look at this. Look at this. First I thought this was actually LED light, but actually it's just a trick. You can see the cooling fan on top of it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's really a big one. And this green color actually is kind of like a second layer on the top part. But if you're looking from a certain angle, you see it's kind of like a LED light, a green LED light. So amazing. So front part, we have of course our Blu-ray drive, the sync button, a USB type A, and on the back we have power plug-in, HDMI, of course LAN cable, and this is suspension storage. And there are two more additional USB-A ports, and there is one Kensington lock. So there is also a stand, so if you're using it vertical, it will rest on it, and it's really quite firm. But of course, if you want to use it on its side, there are also some pads, as you can see, so you can just put it like this. So I also have my 1X here for size comparison. Let's do a quick size comparison here. I will say that it's kind of like the height is kind of like identical. Of course, this is like two GameCubes put together, you know. So this is much thinner. But I think it's still, when you're thinking about the power of this console, I think it's quite compact. And I also kind of like this cooling design, everything, I think it was used by Apple. Like it was a similar design, I think, when they used this 2013 Mac Pro. So it was a similar design, but they failed. I think we have seen the other reviews also. I think Microsoft did a great job with the cooling of the console. I was quite happy with One X2. It served me well.